Hello everyone, and welcome to another World of Warcraft live stream, where today I want to go on another nostalgia trip similar to what I was doing a couple weeks ago, where I did a Pandaren monk nostalgia trip and explored everything to do with the Pandaren monk, and then explored some other things. Where in the last stream I was trying to do Vault of Archivon, but unfortunately I could not do it because I couldn't get in here. But now I was able to get in here, so we're going to go ahead and start this stream with Vault of Archivon, and then I want to go ahead and head over towards the Mists of Pandaria and continue exploring some stuff over there. Where VOA is kind of random to do in like a Mists of Pandaria stream, but I'll probably be doing some stuff after MOP unless it gets too late, because I'm doing a very late night stream tonight. But Vault of Archivon is kind of an interesting area because there is a lot of parallel going on between here and between some places in Mists of Pandaria, which we will be exploring a little bit. But this area is very similar to Baradin Hold, which I explored in that last stream, where we start with the boss Archivon, but there were additional bosses added to this area as Wrath-Lich King evolved, and these bosses are like higher tier bosses, where we have Emelon the Storm Watcher, which we can go ahead and just kill. And I believe each boss has a chance to drop a very special mount, so I'm really like crossing my fingers hoping we get that mount, because I have not gotten it. But we got some mage gear, paladin gear, warrior gear, and shaman gear, so just a lot of gear where I have not collected any of these appearances, even though I've probably gotten a lot of these drops before, but I just got them before the whole like appearance collection system was like fully implemented into the game. The Archivon Warder right here. Get a little bit of gold from this. But I remember doing this a little bit back when Wrath-Lich King was originally around, and I remember coming back in here during Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria, where we can see like some trolls. It looks like kind of like a mage type character, and a night elf, and like a Tauren over there. Very cool looking. Where of course this area is like a Titan facility, where we have these Titan Watchers. Corlon the Flame Watcher, who looks like a boss from OGR, which is kind of funny. Let's go ahead and kill him. And we got some boots, and we got Grona's Lake Plates of Triumph, which is a rogue gear named after, of course, the famous rogue Grona. These feat items are for both warriors and paladins, which is kind of interesting. If we come into our adventure guide, so Archivon has a chance to drop Reigns of the Grand Black War Mammoth, and so do these two bosses, and so does Toravon. So we've gone through two of the bosses, and I have not gotten the drop, but of course I think it's like a 1% chance drop from like each of the bosses, or maybe like 4% chance every time you come through here. Not 100% sure. Where people don't like doing VOA because it's kind of hard to get in here, because you have to rely on like Winter Grasp, and Winter Grasp is super buggy. But the only unique reward I believe from this place, oh, there's like an icon there, Van Cleef's Lake Plates of Triumph. I got distracted. But the only unique rewards from this place is, of course, the mount, where I think all the other drops you get from here actually drop from like other raids in the game, so you don't necessarily have to farm VOA to like unlock those cosmetics, but it might be like a nice way to like unlock some bonus cosmetics every week if you're trying to unlock everything. We're no mount there, but that's okay. We haven't gotten any Death Knight gear, which is kind of funny since we are a Death Knight. But since it's legacy content, I do think they drop more items than they used to back in the day. I think they used to only like drop 2, but now they're dropping like 4. But it's just kind of like a catch-up raid, help people gear up a little bit for future pieces of content, where we can go this way, where we have Archivon the Stone Watcher, who is like the main boss of this place, as it is called the Vault of Archivon. And I just really like Titan facilities, and I think they're super cool, and it'll be interesting coming back here in the last Titan, potentially, because this might be a place that plays a part in that expansion. He has like arrows or spears or something stuck in his legs. That's kind of unfortunate. Let's go ahead and kill him. And no mounts, but I think... Oh no, that's a warrior set piece. But that is Vault of Archivon, where I got to Northrend last stream with the wormhole generator Northrend. Let's go ahead and use this wormhole generator Pandaria, where we don't have an option of where to go. It's just going to randomly take us somewhere. And hopefully it's not up in the air, because I might die. But VOA is really cool, and of course it is a Titan facility, and across Pandaria we see more Titan facilities playing a part. Where today, I've done a lot of stuff in Mists of Pandaria, and in the Mists of Pandaria remix I did like most of the raids, most of the dungeons, many of the scenarios. I've explored pet battles, I've done many quests in Pandaria, and I've looked at many different areas. But there are 2 raids I have not done yet, so that's my goal for today, is to do these 2 raids. And then maybe I'll do some more like Northrend stuff, because there's so much Northrend stuff. Such a fun expansion. I'm just gonna wrap myself in a blanket, because of course my computer has a hard time loading retail WoW for whatever reason. But we are in at the Jade Forest at Emperor's Omen with a Lord Walker Chill right here. So this is kind of the opposite side of where I wanted to be, if I'm being completely honest, because I think we need to go to Town Long Steps. Because we have the Timeless Isle down here, which was added after the initial release of Mists of Pandaria, but we also have the Isle of Thunder, which was added after the initial release of Mists of Pandaria, and Isle of Giants is the same, I think. So I'm just going to fly all the way over here, which I do not have dragon riding currently, which I do want to do some dragon flight stuff soon, so maybe I'll unlock that. But it was kind of fun flying around Pandaria on a dragon. The Jade Forest, of course, is beautiful. Mists of Pandaria, from an art perspective, is such a fantastic expansion, I think. It looks really beautiful. I just didn't enjoy playing it too much when it was live. And then Remix, I was kind of like, whatever. It was like fun, but like, just look at all of the mountains. It's so cool looking. Just a really, really beautiful expansion. I think that tends to be what a lot of people think about World of Warcraft. Like, people have different opinions about like different pieces of content. Some people like raiding, some people hate raiding, some people like PvP, some people hate PvP. But I think largely everybody loves the art direction for World of Warcraft. Like, people absolutely hated every aspect of Shadowlands except like the art. People really liked how different things looked, except everyone hated how the Jailer looked, I think. But that's an exception. But I remember the Isle of Thunder initially releasing, and I really wanted to play it, but then my computer or like the internet was like broken or whatever, and I couldn't get into it, which was very unfortunate. But I was eventually able to load in. I've completed 7 out of 10 of the campaign progress steps. I can do thinning the sick thick here in Town Long Steps. But after like an hour or so, I was able to get into the game and explore the Isle of Thunder, and I really remember that release vividly. But this is a really interesting zone with a lot of kind of like interesting storylines going on. I just sneezed, excuse me. Where we have like the Blood Elves for the Horde, and then we have like the Kirin Tor for the Alliance, basically. Where I think in order to get to the Isle of Thunder, you can't fly there. I think we have to come down to an area that's like right around here. I don't fully remember. There's a Claw of Anger, Adventurous Task Force. Oh, okay. So portal to Shenzhe Dao. Is it over here? Okay, we have a Silver Covenant Spellblade right there. And we have Vressa Windrunner. So, other side over here. Portal to the Isle of Thunder, where we have Scout Captain Elsia. So let's go through here. I do not remember this concept art, this loading screen, but this is gorgeous. Love all the mushrooms and the tiny mushrooms under it. Twisted trees. But here we are at Dawn Seeker's Promontory, or however you pronounce that. So that can take us back to Shadowpan Garrison. But we have Arcanus Mechanica. And then we have reinforcements from Silver Moon coming in through this area. And then we have an Animus Golem, which is really interesting because I just talked about Shadowlands, where we see Animus playing like a part in Shadowlands. But we have Lorthmar Thrawn, Regent Lord of Quothalos. And then we have dailies here, assignment map. So we can aid the Sun Reavers against the Alliance and Kirin Tor forces, or we can aid the Sun Reavers against the Thunder King's forces. So I remember doing dailies around here, but I don't really remember it too much. So let's just explore this island a tiny bit, where we cannot fly here, of course. A Kirin Tor captive. So it's kind of like an interesting dynamic, because we see with Mists of Pandaria, the Horde and Alliance are like full-on waging war until the end of Siege of Orgrimmar, where they kind of like stop, where it's kind of like starting with Rathlish Keen, we see this war break out, and it goes through Cataclysm and into Mists of Pandaria and ends at the end of Mists of Pandaria, but then starts again at the end of Legion. We got some Mogu and some Zandalari around here. So in this area, we can see some Shadowpan, and then we can see the Horde and Alliance that are fighting each other, and the Shadowpan are fighting the Zandalari and the Mogu, which we can also fight the Zandalari and Mogu. There's creeping more beasts. So just a very big area with like a lot of stories going on, where the Mogu are one of the big forces during Mists of Pandaria, of course, and this entire island is connected to them, where we are interacting with them. And then we see the Zandalari playing a big part in this expansion as well, which is kind of interesting because we see the Zandalari in Classic WoW, and then we don't really see them again until like Mists of Pandaria, really. I guess they play a part in the story in Cataclysm. And then we don't see them again until Battle for Azeroth, where the Zandalari become a playable race for the Horde. But we can see the Silver Covenant group is up there, Kirin Tor Perimeter Ward. So let's go ahead and leave this area and go into the raid Throne of Thunder, which is the penultimate raid of Mists of Pandaria, I believe. And really quickly, I want to come into Dungeons and Raids down to Pandaria raid. Or let's go here, Glory of the Thundering Raider. So I have not done the heroic bosses, but I believe I have done every single boss on normal difficulty, which is kind of interesting, but I've not done it on heroic difficulty. And I did not really remember having like completed the final wing, but I remember completing the previous wings, and I remember all of that. But then I like returned to the game, and then I noticed that I had completed like all the bosses on normal difficulty. I'm like, I do not remember doing that at all. So it's definitely going to be a little bit of kind of like a first time experience for me. But I do remember seeing a lot about this raid when it was active, where we have Malak the Stormlord that sometimes hangs out here. There's another player. There's a lot of players around here. Age of 100 Kings. What is this? Something we can interact with for an achievement. Long after the Age of Titans. Tell the story of the Dark or the Mogu. You can read this if you want to read it. Let's go through the main entrance. So where I need to make sure raid difficulty Mythic 25. Where we have this portal here. Just a bunch of Shadowpan. Let's go ahead and enter the raid, which I really do not remember too much about this, but I know a lot of people consider this like one of the greatest raids in WoW's history, and it's like the best raid from Mists of Pandaria. And I did not clear my inventory before coming here. That's so awkward. But I think it's like 3 wings, right? Where we start with the Zandalari wing. So we're just gonna be fighting a bunch of trolls here. And maybe I should not be looting them because I am running out of inventory space. So yeah, I do not remember this at all. Frayed Zandalari journal. Interesting. So we have a wrought iron door. And then we have Jin Rock the Breaker, a breaker boss.
The Thunder King, give me power. Come, I'll show you.
So with the first wing being the Zandalari wing, there's just a bunch of different types of troll bosses. So we have a breaker boss here that we can fight. Very similar to like other breakers or berserk trolls or whatever from other areas of the game. Bonus loot. Maybe I'll pass on that. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But we're going to get a ton of items. There's a quest icon over there. Don't mind me as I just delete a bunch of stuff. We got Manara, the last queen over there. Spirit flares. I think we want to be under the spirit flare. Or we want to avoid the spirit flare. One or the other. Here's the quest marker. Requiem for a queen. Put Manara to rest. I want to be in here. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. So do not get hit by that. Am I gonna die? Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh, a tormented spirit. Okay, I'm hoping he turns around. I'm gonna get hit. Okay, I think I got here. We have Manara, the last queen. I do not remember this place at all. I remember a dinosaur boss coming up. So this is like a rare enemy. So we get spoils of the Thunder King that went somewhere. Okay, let's go down this way. Okay, the wind is blowing us this way, so I guess we're just running slowly here. So that's not too much of an issue. Hypothetically. We have another wrought iron door. We have the Stormbringer Drac Kill, who I'm assuming if we kill this guy, then we can just run through here safely. I wonder where my spoils went, because they did not go into my bag. I wonder if you can't get them anymore. Here we go. Let's run this way. So 2 like mini bosses in this area, which is kind of fun. I'm just interrupting his casting work to get rid of it, and now it's permanently gone as we killed him. The Ruined Approach. So this is a big like Mogu temple, which I believe is built into a Titan facility, which we'll see as we go further. Here's the dinosaur boss.
To the rebirth of the Zandalari Empire. The tribes have assembled. Ye face not one force, but the combined might of all the Troll Empire. The hand of Zul will span all the continents of Azeroth once again. And ye lesser races will know pain. Now witness the
Drakari.
of the Beast War. The Kala de Chuka Horadon. Kalamaste.
And here's this boss. Where I remember this boss being challenging and like looking for raid or whatever. Groups really struggle with him, but I don't really remember why. But of course, since we are super powerful right now, we can go ahead and kill him easily. Yeah, I got this achievement. Did not kill any Zandalari Dinomancers. Go ahead and pass on that. Now I believe, oh, we want to head this way through the Guru Bashi. Oh, there's a Guru Bashi tribal door, the Jakari tribal door, Amani tribal door, and Faraki tribal door. Which, of course, I've explored all of these areas on my channel. Except I haven't really explored the Jakari. Maybe I'll go there if there's time at the end of our Mists of Pandaria exploration. But no, there's just a bunch of different types of trolls around here. Amanshi, Jakari, Gurubashi. So just some classic troll fighting. Sand elementals. I know, like,
They beat me once before. They only make me stronger. Now we show them the true power of the Zandalari.
Graja the Spirit Binder, who we fought before. Where did we fight him? Oh, there's a lot of enemies back here. Did we fight him in the... Oh yeah, we fought him in Mogishan Vats. That's right. Earlier on in the expansion. Where we have the Council of Elders, which I don't really remember. We come into our adventure guide, Council of Elders. We got Krajin, who looks to be an Amani troll. Sul the Sandcrawler, very cool looking Fraki. Frostkin Malak of the Jakari. And then High Priestess Marley, who I'm assuming is of the Gurubashi. So just a group of very powerful trolls from the different troll like empires that we have fought throughout World of Warcraft. These voodoo spirits are interesting. A lot of trash in this dungeon.
It's too far away.
Yamashi.
Thunder King will reward us for stopping that.
The Thunder King. The final boss of this raid. So I think there's only the 3 bosses in this one.
We will crush these intruders where they stand. We will never fail you. I don't have a target. I need a target.
You know, maybe... Did I mess up? I'm on Mythic, so I think it put us in normal actually. So this might be very inconvenient for us. I thought it would automatically put us in heroic. But we're in normal difficulty? Okay. Oh, wait, I can mount up here. Let's go ahead and leave this area. And I might run back through here really, really quickly. We got Wind Wool Cloth, the cloth of Mists of Pandaria. But that's an interesting thing about World of Warcraft and how World of Warcraft has evolved over the years, is that there's so many different versions of each raid, and it's kind of hard to remember which version exists in like Wish expansion, especially since, like, for example, Looking for Raid was introduced to the game at the end of Cataclysm, and then Mythic raiding was introduced at the end of Mists of Pandaria, where this is the final raid in World of Warcraft, I believe, that does not have a Mythic difficulty. And then it just put me in normal instead of heroic. So let's run this way really quickly. I'm kind of hoping... I think the bosses in heroic are going to be respawned, so we'll have to kill the first 2 bosses really quick, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Overgrown statuary. Just a really cool area. But like when we think about the art direction of like Mists of Pandaria, like everything is so beautiful in this expansion. I love these statues of like the Mogu holding up the buildings. Such cool design. Got training dummies for the Zandalari to train. Okay, out here. Let's fix this. We want to go raid difficulty to heroic. Okay. And it looks like it... Oh. What? I came back in and then... Okay, well, I guess we're just going to do normal raid. I'm going to talk about something later on. I wonder why I'm not allowed to do heroic Throne of Thunder. Interesting. But we have the Council of Elders, who I do not remember. I really only remember the dinosaur boss, if I'm being honest, out of the 3 bosses, for whatever reason. But I've apparently done all of them on the lowest level difficulty back in the day. Lightning Promenade. Some Zandalari shrooms. And then we have the council here. Should we kill the priestess first? I have no idea.
Witness the power of the spirit binder.
Shadra. Oh, I just got rooted for 23 more seconds. Cage match. No creature has left the center ring. I'm gonna pass on the bonus loot, but we can get this loot here. Which I wonder if we're gonna be allowed to get mounts because it's normal. I think it's only like heroic or whatever. But we have killed the Council of Elders, which I believe is the final boss of like the first wing. So we can go ahead and head into the second wing. The Storm Bridge. What a cool area. I'm gonna guess we might get knocked off here. Oh.
You have swept the filth from my doorstep. Perhaps you are worthy of my attention. But your trespass ends here. None may enter my forbidden stronghold. I shall rebuild this bridge with your bones for bricks.
I do not remember that at all. That's very cool. But let's go ahead, drop down this way where there's cave bats, and we have Tortos who's blocking the way. A massive turtle boss, which is cool. Kick shell. So some mechanic we have to do, or we can just kill him. And away with the bonus loot. The turtle died and my frames died as well. But we can continue through here, but this is a very cool area. And now we need to go all the way over here. A young cloud serpent twisted into a multi-headed hydra. You got fungal growth. Just a ton of mushrooms down here. This is a very pretty area. Wish I don't fully remember how to progress through here. Oh, mist lurkers. Very cool looking. I think we can drop down here. We're about to enter like the sewer system. Oh wait, there's the Hydra over here. So a very different vibe compared to the start of this raid. But when we come here, how do we spawn the boss? Okay, there's apparently some enemies we had to kill. So let's come back this way. I think we can jump up here. Or we cannot. Maybe we need to jump off. That did not work for us. It's Path of Frost. Where can we run here? Oh. We're right down here. Okay, how does one get back up? Oh, can we get up there now? Oh, you click it. Okay, that's... Yep, okay. So I see one Eternal Guardian over there. So we have to kill the Eternal Guardian and ring the bell. There's one there. I'm guessing there's probably one back there somewhere. So let's come this way. Kill him and then ring the bell. And it breaks. The cavern trembles violently. Okay, I see another Eternal Guardian over there. So there's the three. Let's just sneak over here. The mist lurkers are really cool looking. Kind of remind me of the Vorgonauts. Is what they're called? Is that what they're called from Half-Life? Down this way. The last Eternal Guardian. You have to ring 3 bells to fight a Hydra. That's kind of funny. 1 bell for each head. An ancient beast stirs within the mists. And that one. Megara rises from the mists. That's a very cool sound design. Now we can drop down into this arena. And we'll have 3 heads to fight. Venomous, frozen, and then there's like a flaming one. So it starts with these 2. Okay, I killed that one. And where's the flaming? Oh, you're dead. Okay. I think I brought all 3 of them down to 0% health. Oh, there's 2 venomous heads now. Oh, I see. The boss has health apart from the heads. So it keeps respawning heads, and we want to keep killing them, I think. And then we have to kill him multiple times in order to kill the boss. Looks like his health is going down. So this is kind of just like a timer-based boss, I suppose. You like have to survive long enough. we are taking a little bit of damage. But I can just heal it up. Okay. Must be like 3 or 4 more waves. There's that flaming head. Now the venomous. Cinders. Okay, frozen head. And then there's a venomous one. So it looks like the venomous, the frozen, and the flaming are always in the same position. It's interesting that this creature was once a cloud serpent. It's very sad. Kind of a sad storyline. It's always 2 at a time. There's just a ton of the like different types of heads off in the waters there. Okay, this might be the final wave, or there might be one more after this. Depends on the health threshold, I suppose. But I feel like this might be the last one. There we go. Boss killed, and we got this chest. I'll pass on the bonus loot. Can't do this on combat. Now we can open it. Inventory is full. Yeah, we get so much loot. Dothrok the Swordbreaker. That's cool. Let's go ahead and just delete a bunch of stuff here. I'm gonna just sit for a second and clear my inventory. I'm a little desperate here. Okay, fungal growth. Why did I loot him? Now we can enter this area. It looks like a sewer system, and I kind of remember this spot, but mostly from watching like raid videos of this raid back when Mists of Pandaria was like brand new. I don't really remember this personally, which I'm getting achievement progress for all these bosses, so maybe I haven't done them and I've only done the first wing. Not entirely sure. Delete those. But this is a cool area. Oh, I kind of remember this spot. Do you want to go? Where do we go? Is it up this way? I think this is like the sewers of the fortress or something. Kind of similar to like Black Temple vibes. Oh, that is horrifying. Okay. Gastropods. Oh, I feel like I remember. Oh, you just got a purple drop from that mob. I feel like I remember something about these gastropods like one-shotting people. I remember some sort of story about that, but I don't remember experiencing it. Refuse disposal. Oh, this is gross. Yeah, this area reminds me a lot of the start of Black Temple. Oh. That's what the one-shot's like. So I guess I have now experienced it. I'm not sure what happened there. I guess if he just like gets on top of you, you die. So you have to like range him down. 50 gold for those two. Wow. Thunder Forged. Okay, let's get it back up here. Which I think this might be the final boss of this wing. if you come into Pandaria raid, it's really strong. Does he drop a mount? Nope. Okay. So that gastropod is up there. Kills involves any players caught in the caster's path. So we just need to kite him, basically. So he's focused on me. It's kind of horrifying. Oh, another lag spike. This area is so laggy. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, I killed both of them. Over this way. Okay, oh, I just was just sent over here. I have like a phoenix boss. This guy's very cool looking. Yeah, I feel like I have not done this. But I must have at some point. Chikun. Yeah, I did it in 2013. I killed Lei Shin in 2013 apparently. No memory. Okay, so now we have the feather. Which way do we want to go? Not sure what the feather does specifically. I think we want to go this way. It looks like this might be the exit. Take flight for 1 minute. Oh, interesting. So we can just fly around. So I guess during the raid oh. Okay, we're over here now. I guess during the raid normally you have to like fly down to those nests. So I think that's the second wing. So now we have the third wing. Third of 4. There was a boss in here and people talk about being very, very cool, but I don't remember which boss it was. Oh, the Eye of Beholder statues are very cool looking. Got roaming fog. So there's a boss in this room. I guess we have to kill these ads first. Something's happening. Oh, the statues are rolling. And are moving. Oh, there's like things behind. Hidden fogs. There's 4 of them. So there's pale fog somewhere. So let's kill these 4. We have 2 more over here. Oh, apparently I didn't turn in the quest maybe? From earlier that I was talking about. Oh, let's kill this guy. Okay. So I killed the 4 of them. Let's click this. Oh, there's the Eye Beholder. And there's the spoils of the Thunder King. Where we got a green sword. Some sort of apparition. The power of the void. That's interesting. Because it's like a demon. But talking about the void. Naughtagost's Exsanguinator. Let us continue this way now. Quivering blob. I'll pass on that. A chance for bonus loot. A big ooze there. Sorok Creation Pit. Delete you. Links of the Disintegrator. Or Disintegrator. So we have a boss in here. Deep within the bowels of Latian's island citadel, Mogi flesh shapers formed the Sorok out of a magical substance of unknown origin. So we have some sort of Sorok here called Primordius. We can see right there. This is kind of like the second raid from Dragonflight. I have to do the Sorok road boss for the one mount. Or maybe I'll never do that. Genetically unmodified organism. Dark quivering blob. I think we just got a... Yeah, we got vicious horror. I like ooze mini pet. So that's fun. Moving forward, we want to go up the staircase. This is a cool chamber. Very cool looking. I like the stonework in like this entire raid, honestly.
Stop them! The animus must not be disturbed! I don't have a target.
So we have some anima golems here, which I remember people talking about being like kind of interesting because there's like maybe some sort of connection with Shadowlands.
You have doomed yourselves. It is unleashed.
Dark animus. Okay, we need to kill the anima orb. The orb explodes. Dark Animus Road Boss. Or boss, rather. What do we get? Let's pick up the items that unlock stuff. Very cool. Okay, now we have this way to go. So I think that's the third wing of this raid completed. That's everything, right? Sewer access point. Oops. So some spiders, some muck bats. Oh, what did I move into my other inventory slot here? Spotters of primordial growth. That's very cool. It's plate so we can wear it. There's like Sorok in the sewers here. Oh, so this is like the full-on sewers now. Putrid waste. It's just Mogi waste all around here. Latian's waste. It's kind of gross. I feel like it's a little buggy. Like the map specifically. In through the sewer grate. We have the Grand Courtyard. Rorschach. Oh. The raid portal. Oh, this is like the other side of the bridge. This is a cool looking boss.
Stare into the face of true power. Useless. What's on? More.
Can't touch this. Survive the fight on normal or heroic difficulty without getting hit by any of the abilities. Very cool. Time to delete everything I just picked up. Okay, wait, this area up here is super cool looking. Let's look at that for a second. I'll say no to bonus loot. Because I think I want to save those for bosses that drop mounts probably. If I come into the adventure guide over to heroic, look at Lei Shen. I guess there's no mounts from here. Over this way. Chamber of the Twin Empyreans. There's a lot of doors in this raid, I've noticed. They're cool looking. Adventure guide. Wait. Formidable of the Thunder King's champions.
More kindling for the blade. Come in, let us burn them to ash. If I must.
So we have the Hydra fight, where we fight like multiple enemies, and then we have this fight where we fight multiple enemies, and all of the enemy or bosses have like a ton of trash I've noticed in this raid. There's a lot of trash in between the two. From dusk till dawn. Say no to bonus loots. And now we can head up this way. It looks like there's like something special up here. But we mostly want to go the other way. Not sure. Guess it's just like some fun details right there. Where I think we're now approaching the final boss of the raid. We gotta sneak around this way. Lightning Ascent. Passage door. There's a cool alcove right there. Oh, lightning. Doesn't deal too much damage to us. But if I remember right, there's like a massive chamber up here.
You have earned my ire. I would make an example of you, such that all who look upon my might will tremble and submit.
There's Lei Shen, the Thunder King. One of the most powerful characters lore-wise, I think, in the entire lore of the game. Oh, I kind of remember doing this fight.
I am Lei Shen, Slayer of Kings,
Oh, did I just die?
in my own sanctum, witness your folly.
I wiped. Oh, wait. Oh, we're all the way back here? So that's what this little alcove is for, to respawn. Okay, so I need to stay in the center, I suppose? I have to run all the way back. Okay. But a very interesting part of this raid, which I think bugged for me or whatever, so I can't do it, is how there is a special bonus boss available in the heroic version of the game where you can fight Rodin. Lei Shen's life changed forever when he stumbled into a dark chamber below what are now the Mogishan Vaults. Legend has it he found an ancient Titan Keeper guarding a miraculous device known as the Engine of Nalaksha. No one knows what transpired between the two beings, but Lei Shen later emerged from the site, bristling with the power to forge an empire. The Keeper's fate and his current whereabouts remain a mystery. There are no scholars with any recollection or record regarding the details of Rodden's power. Perhaps these memories have been obscured by the passage of time, or perhaps none who saw the Keeper of Storm in battle ever lived to speak of what they witnessed. Where this is a really interesting boss, because he's like a hidden final boss. Where Shin is like the final boss, but in the highest difficulty of this raid, there is one additional boss that like nobody knew about, and then suddenly when Lei Shin dies, there's another boss that appears, and there's like one more boss to kill. But I don't think we can do it in normal, and I don't think I ever actually killed him back in the day. So I wouldn't really be a nostalgia trip, I suppose. There we go. That works out better for us. Oh, we're a giant now. He's very cool looking. I just want to avoid getting knocked off right now. There's a lot of trash in this fight. There's a lot of stuff on my screen right now. Back to Lei Shin. Can we kill him here? There we go. Lei Shin killed. Doomed crown of Lei Shin. That's a cool item. We have a displacement pad here that we can use. And it sends us back over here. And I'll pass on that. So I don't think there's any way to properly leave this place. But let's Google Rodden. I'm gonna steal somebody's YouTube video really quickly. Maybe. No, what's he called? Why am I there? Raw-den. Probably named after like Raw, kind of. Yeah, just a massive Titan Keeper boss. Where I think I'm going to go ahead and use my wormhole generator Pandaria once again and see where we land up. Somewhere random in Pandaria. Hopefully somewhere towards the center, because I want to go to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. And we are over here, not too far away. This would have been nice to be teleported here first, because we were going to Talong Steps. So let's go ahead and fly through this place. I always forget the name of the song, Dread Wastes. I need to find a merchant really quickly. And then there's one more raid in Mists of Pandaria that I haven't done on stream yet. Food and drink. Let's just sell all of this. I want to fill up my inventory very quickly in the next raid. Okay, and now this way. The Vale of Eternal Blossoms is interesting because it used to be like a big daily hub area, and then the dailies were removed from the game, and like I think their reputation must have been removed as well or something. But that happened after I quit the game, so when I returned I saw this for the first time and I was like, whoa, what happened to the zone? But of course you'll see what happens in the raid. or I guess learn about what happened. Not 100% sure about the timeline, but we have some forces of the Shah all around here, and we have the Siege of Orgrimmar, the final raid of this tier. Alright, rare antiquities. We can buy a bunch of stuff. 20,000 gold for Orb of Mystery. For a big quiche. What does this make? Wow, Orb of Mystery. I think it makes like a luxury amount, right? Reagent for 7 different things. Oh, to make the panther mounts from jewel crafting. Okay. Do I want to be on heroic or mythic? I have the Heart of Yashraj. So what am I on? Mythic difficulty, 20 out of 20 players. Let's see how challenging this is to solo at level 62.
Except this time, I am afraid the circumstances are much more dire. The land is scarred. The ever-blooming trees and plants wither and die.
So Siege of Orgrimmar is a very interestingly structured raid, where it has wings just like in the Throne of Thunder. But the wings are like dramatically different from one another, especially the first one, which takes place in like the Valley of the Four Winds in Mists of Pandaria. And then we move to Orgrimmar and attack Orgrimmar, and then we go like underneath Orgrimmar. So far we're dealing quite a bit of damage here. Let's see what the boss is like. Immersius, Tears of the Veil. Okay, he splits. I remember this being an interesting mechanic. I've done this raid once, and I did it when I returned to the game. Do I want to body block this, or what am I doing? Okay, so he reforms now. I think we're trying to kill all of the puddles. Not 100% sure. I think I googled how to do this. Okay, I killed a lot there. I like swallowed something wrong. Okay, he splits again. Okay, maybe I need to Google how to do this fight again, because I do not remember. Immersius. Wow, solo. Okay. I think we just have to keep doing this. Oh, there we go. Immersius slain. Mythic Immersius. We have Tears of the Veil.
You have done it. The waters are pure once more. Can you feel their life-giving energies flow through you? It will take
I think I can delete this. I already know it.
But You have given us hope.
Let's go ahead and run up this way. So we're like currently underneath the veil. We can go ahead and head up to the top. We have the ruined passage. Do we stand on this? And then mighty stop.
Can it be? Oh no. No, no, no! The Golden Lotus? But they pledged their lives to defend this place.
The Golden Lotus.
You? Rook knows you. Oh yes, Rook Stonetoe. You remember me. What has happened to you? Rook does no head. Son!
Protector, come to my aid.
I see. This Shaw energy has trapped their spirits here to endlessly relive their failure.
We have not fulfilled our oath.
It's Mark of Anguish going to kill me.
You two have failed.
Oh wait, did we fail the encounter? I have a shaw cloud to get back up there, I suppose. Okay, so we messed something up. It's interesting to see the veil all destroyed and stuff. Okay.
Protect us, come.
I think I went too fast.
You will suffer from our failure. We have not.
Not safe.
There we go. I just had to slow down a little bit.
Be at peace, dear friend.
That was kind of a sad story there.
May your
Because I think they were like daily quest givers that you got to know a little bit. You have arrogance, like a mini boss. The Shaw are elementals. Big Blossom Mine. We have Zeal. Do we have to kill the mini bosses? Let's come kill Zeal. Vial of swirling mist. So we killed Zeal. There's Vanity up here. Very cool looking. Here's Arrogance. And is that all? Do we go into the mine? Maybe we just had to kill Zeal. I think this is where they got the heart from. So like Yashraj, or however you pronounce his name, Yashraj's like tomb is down here. His final resting place, where he was ripped out of the world. Or I guess the heart, because where he was ripped is the Well of Eternity.
From these titans. Must have been hidden away long before recorded history, and with good reason. In the chamber ahead, under our peaceful land, slept the heart of an old.
There we go. That's the story.
Oh my, what is this? Hello, I am Lord Walker Cho.
No further corruption will enter the heart chamber.
Further corruption? Oh no, we are here to stop the corruption and save Pandaria.
You wish to purge the corruption?
Yes, please let us pass.
Should you pass this door at this time, you would fail. You, all of you, are corrupted with the insidious plague known as pride. You stand tall and proud atop your accomplishments, and this will be your downfall. Should you wish to defeat the corruption, you will first need to purify the corruption within yourselves. Speak to me again when you are prepared to face your inner demons.
I remember this fight also has very interesting mechanics. I think this entire raid has like pretty unique mechanics, if I remember correctly.
Prove yourselves worthy, and I will let you pass.
So I don't fully remember what we have to do here, but I'm sure it'll come to me. And if it doesn't, I'll go ahead and Google it.
The light cleanses, but it is not gentle. Gird yourselves and be purified.
I'm getting a lot of lag spikes. I'm like very much lagging right now. I'm down to 37, 24 FPS, 17 FPS, 16 FPS. Why? There we go. I guess that's all we have to do.
What lies beyond will try your souls to their utmost. When you are fully prepared, you may enter the chamber.
A lot less trash in this entire raid though, which is cool. Fought to the Yashraj. Now we have the Shah of Pride, and Taranzu, the 7th Shah.
I have had enough.
The corruption is amplifying. The fragments must be purged before it becomes too great.
Taranzu, Joe, the outsiders. I did this. Don't speak, friend. I will take you to
There's
the
Gorhal, Garash's axe.
I will find help. Try to hold up
And
the
it's
sword
Grom
as
Hellscream's
long as
axe,
you
right?
want.
Did not matter. It comes. Steal your hearts and prepare your souls. Come, face me. Give in to your pride. Show
I'm lagging again.
so foolish.
Very cool looking boss though. You fight the 7 different Shahs in different areas of Pandaria, I think. Lorthamar and Jaina. Oh, here's the chest over here.
So Hellscream's arrogance unleashed the last of the Shah. I am not surprised.
Crown of boastful words.
Look here. He left his weapon behind.
Gore howl.
This means he's completely unhinged.
News to no one, Regent Lord. King Rin's fleet is converging on Orgrimmar as we speak.
Likewise, Sylvanas and I have both sent ships to support Vol'jin's revolution.
I'm warning you, Lorthamar. The Alliance is besieging the city, and we will destroy Hellscream. Your people had best stay out of our way.
It is always a pleasure to see you, Lady Proudmoore. Champions, come with me. It's time to settle grievances with our war chief.
So first wing of the raid complete. Now we can take this portal to Orgrimmar, but it's not like a typical portal to Orgrimmar, because we are now here in Blade Fist Bay with Lorthamar, Aethys Sun, Reaver, Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, and a bunch of Alliance ships. Cannons remaining 7.
Somewhere we're getting slaughtered. Heroes, port over to the docks and take out their shore defenses.
So let's take out their shore defenses. Got a lot of Dragon Maw orcs here. Can you use the cannon, which is kind of fun.
Fools! These docks are under Dragonmaw control. Your ships will burn, and you with them.
So mostly Dragon Maw orcs. We have Warlord Zalia, which, if I remember correctly,
Reinforcements to
we
the
go
docks.
to Warlords of Draenor, Upper Blackrock Spire. We actually kill her there, so we don't kill her in this raid. Same thing with Garrosh. She dies in Warlords of Draenor and not here. But we see her introduced in the Cataclysm. We already did quests in Twilight Highlands. I gotta meet her. She's honestly kind of a pretty cool character, mostly just because she's not Morgul or whatever his name is from Outland. I don't like that character at all. But the Netherwing quests are fun, I suppose. Last 3 cannons here, and then I think we can fight this boss. It's kind of cool to see like an edited version of the Durotar map for Gates of Orgrimmar. There's a lot of different little areas in this entire raid.
We are orcs, pure of blood, commanded by the greatest war chief who ever lived. Your blood will fill this bay.
So now I'm trying to remember. Do you want to come over here? The last brood of Galakron, which is actually kind of crazy. Galakron being one of the most powerful lore characters of all time, who we find as like dead skeleton in Rathlishkin. Major part of one of the novels. Dawn of the Aspects, I think, is the novel. Okay, here we have the Horde ship showing up. And they teleported all the way over here. Oh, Lorthamar wants to talk to us now.
The rebuilding continues.
It's kind of interesting to see Sylvanas laying siege to Orgrimmar, where this happens against Sylvanas in Battle for Azeroth.
Thrown in their lot with Garrosh. My arrows alone
monstrosity down.
Strategy, Dark Lady. We should repurpose the shore defenses. Heroes, take the towers. Turn the guns onto that proto-drake and blast it from the sky. Some of you will need to stay behind to hold the beachhead.
Dragonmaw clan, retake the docks and push them into the sea in the name of Hellscream and the True Hall.
Bring her down quick, so I can wrap my fingers around her neck.
South Tower progress. The demolitions experts. Gotta set a charge. I wonder how often the group spawns. Oh, there's Corkron elite snipers all the way over there. And then Alliance gunship.
Dragonmaw, advance!
I feel like there should be more like ambient stuff going on here. Like the gunship should be firing on Orgrimmar. Maybe we should see like some skirmishes like off in the distance. I feel like this should be like a massive war zone. But there's really, I guess there's like a couple orcs just yelling over there. Standing there and yelling. I guess that's a little bit of something. %. Oh, there's like a rogue here. Turn into a viper. Okay, the door barring the south tower has been breached. Let's go ahead and charge this way. Make our way up the tower. We're actually taking a decent amount of damage right now.
They've reached the tower. Bring it down!
You dare try to take my tower?
We are halfway there.
Turn the siege weapons to attack that tower and bury them alive!
She seems to be assaulting her own towers.
Can I hit Galacrus? Okay, that's kind of weird. Maybe I have to do the north tower now. I'm gonna die if I do that. I almost died. Let's kill these proto-drakes and let's come up here and help the north tower. I feel like when I was in here previously, I didn't have to kill the north tower. But I'll let the demolition experts come in. Maybe I can eat really quickly. Restore health, but I'm in combat from something. Oh, from these guys. Oh, wait. Oh. I'm gonna kill this guy. Kill this guy, kill this guy. Okay, there we go. Okay. I would love to get out of combat for just a second. I'm not sure if that's possible. I have to make sure I don't jump off the next tower. Yeah, I know a lot of people will say this raid is like very slow, and it's definitely pretty slow.
Next squad,
proto drake. I just one shot him. Nice. I should make sure to use some death strikes when the tower opens. I think there's about to be another group attacking. Okay. Let's barge in.
Dragon Maw! Advance! I need a target. I don't have a target.
There's a rope there to get down. I'm kind of just dumb. Okay. I think this is like bugged.
Sometimes I impress even myself. And
There
down
we go.
goes the dragon.
So,
You do realize we are directly below it,
rope
right?
pile. Oh, I almost fell. Okay, the rope pile is not working. Okay, so I think we can just run down here. I thought I died there. I'm like, oh, I could be getting stunned. Okay. Let's come down this way. Corcron Demolisher. And now... oh, here's Galacross. There we go. Mythic Galacross.
Finally,
Kind
I
of
will
a slow
never get all
boss.
this dust out of my robes.
Oh, you're still here? I had kind of hoped you had perished. You would make a very attractive corpse.
I will take that as a compliment. We'll hold the docks for now and marshal the forces. Vol'jin should await you at the gates of Orgrimmar.
So let's go meet up with
If
Vol'jin.
he's not dead.
There's some foreshadowing there. Sylvanas commenting about Vol'jin not being dead. The Dark Spear Offensive. I like these ballistae. Very cool looking. They built huts in the war zone. Oh, there's Bane, Bloodhoof, and Vol'jin. And we have the Iron Juggernaut. A very cool looking boss.
Heroes, no doubt about that. Blessing of the Earth Mother be upon you.
That's quite a bit of health.
The beast be slain.
Very
You
nice.
may have defeated my war machine.
General Nazgrim.
Still stands. You will not take Orgrimmar today.
Anudora!
Tyrande. Here are the Night Elves.
What? Corcron! To the gates! Now!
At them, my sisters, for Kalimdor!
For Kalimdor.
Tyrande.
Don't think we're here to save you, troll. We're here for Kalimdor. Get forces inside the gates while we distract
A
the
Blade
enemy.
Master. There goes a Pandaren. Oh, G Firepaw. We met him.
Anything to say for yourself, Pandaren? You see this burning candle? You
So we can see.
Gee, I am so sorry. We can be together now. Please, let us just go back to the turtle. Please do not die. I am getting him out of here.
A bunch of different members of the Horde all around this city. There are more citizens being forced to fight each other. We have the Corcron Dark Shaman. Let's come over here. It's kind of cool to have like a city that we attack for a raid. Eatrig.
The war chief ignored my counsel. I discovered he was building a compound beneath the caverns of Ragefire. Thrall and Sauerfang
have already gone down below. Go with caution. Hellscream has been assembling an arsenal down there. Goblin mercenaries, Pandaren artifacts, and some sort of darkness I can feel in my very soul.
Storm Earth.
Rumbling earth, tortured wind, stale anguished water.
So we have like 4 different enemies we fight for this boss. Mostly just 2, and then a bunch of trash. Korkron Dark Shaman.
What have we done?
I can hear them no longer.
Now we can continue into the city, the Valley of Strength. The goblins are just dancing, the auctioneers. Looks like the orcs might be forcing them to dance. We have Fruit Vendor. Okay, maybe we actually utilize this. Maybe I shouldn't have been just deleting stuff to reserve space. There we go. Let's progress further into the city. We're like seeing kind of like same thing with like Duratar, but we got like a small portion of Orgrimmar as the map, so it just looks like a little bit different. Korkron Shadow Mage. We have the tailoring trainer, who we can actually talk with to learn tailoring. And then we have Overlord Runthak and Gammon, of course. The Horde Orphans are yelling that they're scared.
Our enemies have finally arrived. Demolishers!
Let's go ahead and free Gammon after killing the Demolishers. Gammon, who after this moment becomes the hero of Orgrimmar.
Thank you. I may be bruised and beaten, but the hatred boils inside me. Many times have I fallen at the hands of an orc, and many times have I risen again. But never again. For every orc that struck me, I will cleave 1,000 of their skulls. This ends here. I, Gammon, will save us.
We can see some of the warlocks down here have been killed, including Nibu Fireblade, Grodar's minion. Looks like Grodar is dead, but there's still some people here like Kravendrak. Oh, Blackspike. This is a very interesting part of the raid because we're like going through a city and then we come into a dungeon, which is like the first dungeon for the Horde, but we can just walk into it without like an instance portal, and of course it's just like the raid where we have a boss down here we can fight. Let's come back to Mop, raids, Siege of Orgrimmar. So Nazgrim is next. Some assassins. Nazgrim's really cool because we see him introduced in Wrath, and then he gets like promoted in Cataclysm, and then he gets promoted again in Mists of Pandaria, where we see the end of his story up here.
So, it has come to this. Together, we have learned and grown over it. And now, we find ourselves face to face on the battlefield. Oh, do not think I will go easy on you, nor do I expect any quarter. What we do now, we do for the Horde, both of us. It is an honor to finally face you in combat!
So kind of just a very memorable boss, I feel like. Very honorable.
Lead the Horde into a new era. You fought with honor. Ganon will ensure that your legacy lives on. For the Horde, my friend.
Now we are underneath Ragefire Chasm, which this is like just really cool because you have like Orgrimmar and Garrosh has been building this massive complex underneath the city, underneath Ragefire Chasm, and now we have to progress through this entire area. Where I remember there being one boss in here that's like horrible.
Destroy these intruders.
So I guess let's just fight through this way. And I think we need to go up one of the ways. I think this is kind of like a maze. So let's see if I can find my right way up. Some Orgrimmar peons everywhere. It is interesting that we have so many raids in the game where you like fight the Horde, but not too many where you fight the Alliance. Okay, I think we want to go up this way. We'll see if this is the correct way to go. I'm getting attacked by, what was it, Corkron Gunner. Should I go back and kill this guy real quick? They could, you know, come to me if they wanted to. Okay, I killed one of them. There we go. There's both of them. I feel the random urge to loot that one. We got one whole wind wool cloth. Let's go. Skewered peanut chicken. That sounds good. Here we have Malkrok, a Berserkine Orc. Or whatever the technical name is. I love all the supplies all around here. Big boss fight here. I feel like Malkrok is an important character from somewhere.
You die for the lordship is an honor.
Wow, Malkrok of the Blackrock clan. An important character in Tides of War. It's just the novel. I guess you find him at the Shrine of the Two Moons in Mists of Pandaria, but he's mostly introduced in WoW. Two Corkron gunners. Sounds like Malkrok just tore apart these intruders. I don't know, I got a bad feeling. It's way too quiet in there. And they're dead. Okay, now we're on this side. So we gotta loop around this way. Who's the next boss we fight? Oh, no. Spoils of Pandaria. That's the boss that I remember struggling a lot with when I came in here originally. I don't really remember what you're supposed to do, so we're going to see how this goes.
It's too far away.
Here's a lever. open this door.
Whole hidden base. Where did his lust for power
Oh,
take
we
him?
can open it up here.
We will soon find out. He is cornered
Into
like
the
a rat
passage.
in one of these corridors. What should we do next?
Bane, you and your warriors hold this junction. These heroes should forge ahead and flush the war chief out of hiding.
What about
Underhold Nexus.
People be dying up above. The city is in chaos. Finish it. Stop the bloodshed.
very well?
It's gonna be fine, Bane. We're gonna find Bro. Gonna kill the war chief. Gonna avenge your father.
It's too far. Earth Mother.
It says there's a boss in here, but I don't think it's Spoils of Pandaria. There's like 3 different ways we go here, right? Okay, so we can go this way, and this way. Looks like we can choose. If I remember this way, yes, artifact storage. We have the Spoils of Pandaria and Thok the Bloodthirsty. Looks like this is the first way to go. But I think we can maybe skip this boss, but I'm not entirely sure. But I don't really remember what we're supposed to do here, so we're gonna see. I'll give it like a 1 go, and then maybe I'll Google. And gosh, that's room. Start the encounter. My life for the Horde.
Hey, we recording? Yeah? Okay. Goblin Titan control module starting up. Please stand back. Checking out the data. Hold on a second, will you? No? Now you did it. That was really, really, really not the correct input code. Activating GB 11010 Armageddon class defense systems. Hey, does anybody know if we're zoned for this?
Okay, so no idea. We have a timer at the top where the defense systems activate. Looks like we want to fill this energy bar. That did a lot for us. Let's come this way. I think we want to try to break as many as quickly as possible. I guess I should have come over here. Okay, let's break this one. Okay, so there's 50. So now we can pull this lever.
Initiating system reset. Module 1 at 50%. Hey, system reset requires 2 modules to complete.
So now we want to come down here where we have Mogu stuff. Let's come to the massive crates first. I'm taking quite a bit of damage. Okay. I remember randomly dying to something and it ruining everything and not knowing what to do to get past it. But that hasn't happened yet. Okay, let's kill this group. Okay, now we can pull this lever.
Module 1's all prepared for system reset.
Okay, so I guess we just want to do this again. Looks like the timer resets when you pull the lever. So this entire boss is just trash, pretty much. Is that right? Oh, throw the bomb. I just wanted to avoid the bombs. Okay. Oh, one more. Okay, let's pull this lever.
Initiating system reset. Module 2 at 50%. Hey, system's shutting down. Hey, does anybody know if it's supposed to be doing this?
Okay, I just died, and I'm not sure why. Let's go this way. Okay, I just googled. Apparently it's a big bug. Which is kind of funny because they're killing the mantid. But if there's anything left alive, you instantly die when you leave. And I don't think that's like the intended behavior. And that includes the like weapons on the ground. So let's do this one more time. Let's make sure there's no weapons. This is kind of like another slow boss, which is kind of sad. Okay. Gosh. Right, can we kick the machine?
GB 11010 Armageddon class defense systems. Hey, does anybody know if we're zoned for this?
Do we have this like claw? Okay. So it's just like a buff. So we just want to interact with them. I guess it just helps us out a little bit, which I guess isn't a good thing. Except for the fact that it instantly kills you sometimes. Okay. Oh, one more. Here we go. And nothing. Hollow blade of the 100 steps. Where'd you come from? You're sneaky. Okay. So we got that. And I think we're good.
Initiating system reset. Module 1 at 50%. Hey, system reset requires 2 modules to complete.
Let's come down this way. Okay, now this massive crate, and that should take us most of the way there. It's kind of interesting that Garrosh just collected so much stuff from Pandaria. Okay. So everything is dead in this room. No weapons on the ground. Let's pull the lever. So after you finish Module 1, the timer resets, I see. Okay, so the spirits drop weapons, it looks like. Staff of resonating water. Okay, let's break these ones. Okay, one more. Let's pull the lever. Is there anything alive? I see no weapons on the ground. Let's see if we die. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay. Now down here. I think this is the end of the fight, potentially. Just knock on wood a little. There's a weapon here. The crate designs are kind of interesting. There's only one massive crate here. Oh, there's a staff over here. Let's come get this. Okay, almost there. Just 3 more, whatever. Energy. Okay, now we pull this lever. And that's the boss. Very interesting boss. A little boring. And kind of buggy. This is a quiet mission. Siegecrafter Black Fuse.
Have a great day, and don't let the door hit you on the way out.
So we have another boss this way. Anything interesting? Like a purple sword there. I'll just clear my inventory a little bit. And let's continue this way where we have the menagerie. Now, giants was discovered off the coast of Pandaria, teeming with primal devosaurs. Garrosh sent troops to capture some of the most fearsome specimens, hoping to subjugate them and use them as beasts of war. Countless orcish beastmasters have fallen to Thok's jaws as they struggle to tame him, yet the creature's thirst for blood remains unslaked. The fun thing about this raid is that I believe it's the first ever mythic raid in World of Warcraft, and now mythic raiding is a staple of World of Warcraft and is the highest level difficulty still currently in the game.
Shock it until it can't move anymore. It's causing a riot in here.
Let's come kill the Devosaur. Thok the Bloodthirsty defeated. Thok's tail flip. But I think that's everything in this side. So if we come back to the adventure guide, there is 3 bosses left. Where I do think Siege of Orgrimmar is like one of the longest raids in the entire game. This entire area is kind of sad. Monstrous gastropod. Oh, that's actually horrifying. But I think we have like a slow run back out this way. So I'll just make my way over there. But this is the first raid that was added to the game after I quit. So it was kind of fun when I originally came back and I ran through here because it was like the first raid. But I didn't enjoy it too much just from like a running through it standpoint. Because definitely, I guess there's like less nostalgia with it, given the fact that I wasn't playing the game when it came out and I saw a little bit about it like online and stuff. But it was interesting to run through it for the first time. And it's been like a while since I ran through it, so it's kind of interesting to run through it again here. Because like I don't really remember too much. So many achievements in the raids. This achievement you need like 2 people in order to complete. Crisscross. Nobody defeats both a mantid and a Mogu enemy. So I guess you like normally like split the group into 2, I guess, and then they pull the levers for each module.
So Garrosh thinks he can cheat old Grizzle out of a payday, huh? Oh, hey now, what do we have here?
Oh, look. You're the ones that smashed up my juggernaut. Let's see how you like the newest addition to the War Chief's arsenal, the Iron Star.
Go get it, boys. That contraption's got nothing on real goblin engineering. Oh, maybe it does. I better, go check on the others.
Agron, show him who's boss!
I think this is one of the more popular bosses from this raid, if I recall correctly. People really love the mechanics of this boss. And I think the mechanics here kind of like lay the foundation for the Black Rock Foundry, is that what it's called? In Warlords of Draenor, Black Rock Foundry. It's kind of a similar boss. Or like this boss is kind of similar to like that entire raid. And that raid is one of the most popular in all World of Warcraft. Okay, do we want to jump into here?
Looks like I'm in the market for a new assistant.
I appeared there. Okay, Siegecrafter Black Fuse. You're running in circles. That's kind of a cool shredder. It's like an assembly line. Asgarothian. Blood Seal. His legacy does kind of live on because his inventions basically are what the Iron Horde created in Warlords of Draenor, right? The Iron Star kills Manroth. Okay, so we've killed this boss, which means there's 2 more left in the raid, including Garrosh Hellscream, the final boss. But we have the Paragons of the Klaxi, which are all the Klaxi of the Mantid. Which is kind of an interesting fight, because you help the Mantid, and they say, we thank you for helping us against this threat, but we will turn against you in the future. And they turn against us in the future. Here at this boss. There's some dead Mantid in this chamber. There's Sourfang. A freshly killed Mantid.
Vol'jin's revolutionaries. You've made it.
Sourfang is in a rough spot.
I am badly hurt.
Let's go find Thrall.
Tell me, how goes the battle up above? What of Nazgrim? Speak to me. Ah, Nazgrim, a great leader and a fine warrior.
Look, brothers, the Wakener is here.
The Wakener.
This far? I told you the others needed some microsonic genetic alterations. How illogical. Did we not heed a warning, Kilrak? The Mantids are far greater than they or their gods. It matters not. The old one will not suffer their intrusion.
We have endured the usurpers, their children, the loss of the old one, and soon you.
Kovak.
We will slay you all as easily as we slew the Pandaria of old.
And then the old one will remake this world for the Mantid.
Come, children of the Titans. You face the Paragons.
Mantid Amber. I think this starts the fight. So there's like 9 different bosses. It's kind of interesting to have like a 9 boss where you have to fight like 9 different big enemies, and then even some trash on top of it.
Have you come to try me?
Turn me
Oh, so many wonderful varieties.
Amber regeneration.
You one last time, Waken. Hold on. Calculations incorrect. Another bit.
well fought, Wakener. We will meet again.
And then 1 more boss. Let's just delete a couple of these so we can clear up some space. Where now we have the Korkrond once again. It's kind of interesting to have the Mantid as like the second to last boss, but it's really kind of setting up the whole heart mechanic for the final boss. Harbinger of Yashraj. I kind of forget Garrosh's ambitions to go after the heart of Yashraj. I guess it's just power. But I'm trying to remember if there was like any sort of corruption present there. And the Sanctum Door, where there's the hearts. Very cool, like, I guess lore thing. Very cool model as well. But the entirety of Mists of Pandaria kind of just builds up to this massive moment here with Thrall and Garrosh meet.
Lay down.
And Garrosh has like a massive throne here.
We can end this here. Now. No more bloodshed. Ha! Do you remember nothing of honor? Of glory on a battlefield? You who would parley with the humans, who allowed warlocks to practice their dark magics right under our feet. You are weak. We are the Orcish Horde, the true Horde. We die, bloody and thrashing on the field of battle, like true orcs should. You are an orc no longer, and speak for none but yourself. You betrayed our people to forge your fragile alliances, and I will take great pleasure in tearing them apart. Then you have forced my hand. I will correct the mistake I made long ago. Spirits of the wind, the earth, the water, hear my call! Come to my... Fool! My dark shaman have twisted and tortured the elements for miles around. They cannot hear you now. Once again, you prove too weak and powerless to do anything. Never powerless, Garrosh. And never alone. So, you wish to face off against a real orc war chief. So
He has like a corrupted version of Gorhal. In this moment, Thra realizes he never should have made Garrosh war chief, but let's attack. Or there's like multiple phases.
Son of Grom will show you what it means to be calling hatred, fear. They are weapons of war, the tools of a war chief. Yes, I can see it now. I can see the future of this world. A world ruled by the Horde. My Horde. You will be trapped for eternity. I don't have a target. I can't attack that.
We're at the Temple of the Jade Serpent. And we're here. I have to kill these groups.
The true Horde will come to pass. I have seen it. It has shown me. I have seen mountains of skulls and rivers of blood. And I will have my world.
A very cool looking model there. I think this is the final phase.
You think you have won? You are blind. I will force your eyes open. Behold my glorious destiny.
Lorthamar, dead. Bane, dead. Thrall, Sylvanas, Terranzu, Tyrande, Jaina, Keenvarian, Anduin, all dead. And a Horde gunship up in the sky.
No! This world is my destiny.
No mount for us.
My destiny.
Over here, hero.
Over where? It's interesting to see Garrosh Hellscream unconscious. I think we want to go back to reality here. So let's take the portal to reality. Where we have Lord Walker Cho, and then we have Thrall. Let's turn in this quest.
Eyes open. Always be learning.
And we can go back to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, but let's speak with Thrall.
This is all that remains of the terrible being that haunted Pandaria all these years. Whatever darkness it once exuded is silent at last. Now come with me, hero. Let us return to the Vale. There is someone, I think, who would be particularly interested in this turn of events, if we can get his attention.
Let's see, loot from Garage. Korkron Juggernaut is the boss, or the mount we can get from here. Siege of... from Garrosh. This is why people run this boss over and over. Let's chat with Thrall and end it for the Horde.
You disappoint me, Garrosh. You are not worthy of your father's legacy.
His punishment is not for you alone to decide.
I won't let you take him.
We have all suffered from his atrocities. My people, more than any other. Let him stand trial in Pandaria. There, we will mete out justice for all. The Horde needs its true war chief, now more than ever.
Yes, but it was you that held the Horde together during this madness. It was you that protected our honor. From this day forward, Vol'jin, if you lead, I will follow.
I am not worthy. But I will give my all for the Horde. I will speak to your war chief. I speak for the Horde. Very well. The Horde has committed heinous crimes, Vol'jin. But some among you fought against Garrosh's tyranny. For that, I am willing to end this bloodshed. But know this. If your Horde fails to uphold honor as Garrosh did, we will end you.
It's kind of interesting that Andrian just hangs out there. But then from here, Garrosh stands trial in Pandaria, then he's broken out by a bronze dragon, where they then go to an alternate past universe of Draenor, where he rallies the orcs of Draenor and creates the Iron Horde or whatever, and then dies in a random quest, or I guess the main quest, if we're being fair, in Nagrand, and that's the end of Garrosh's storyline, where then in the next expansion, Vol'jin dies in the opening mission.
Loktar, friend. What is
But we have this thing over here, which I don't really remember. We have the Dark Iron Queen Regent here. High Tinker Mechtor just hanging out. He has nothing to say to us.
Ironforge has need of our sorcery.
But let's go back through the Rift of Corruption. Oh wait. This takes us here where we can loot the boss. Let's talk to Lord Walker Cho, or I just have this quest to turn in. Let's take the wormhole generator to Pandaria one more time. I want to log off soon because it's very, very late. But I have not done this quest, so I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. Fallen protect. Oh wow, we got sent to the perfect spot. I guess maybe there's a spot that's even more perfect, but let's come over this way and journey to the Timeless Isle over there. But down here, here's Cho.
Pandaria welcomes you. Dear Emperor, it is done. The darkness that you once struggled against has been purged from Pandaria forever. But the cost, such a terrible cost.
Do not despair the damage that was done here. You triumphed over the darkness I had locked away. You have shown Pandaria the power of a true hero. But the question still remains, why do we fight? I trust you have learned to fight out of fear or anger is to fight a war that never ends. Face your fears, calm your hatreds. Find peace within yourself so that you may share it with the world around you. These are the greatest treasures in life. Truly they are worth fighting for.
Thank you, Emperor. Thank you.
So I suppose that is like the final quest of Mists of Pandaria, which is very cool. Now we have a tree that's growing here, so I'm assuming the Veil of Eternal Blossoms will be restored at some point. But that's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before, so. And of course we have the Horde capital city here in Pandaria that I can go into, and I suppose I can log off here. Some reagent vendors. I remember exploring the Alliance one recently. I think the Horde one is like very similar. Pretty much like the same structure. But alas, I think that is the end of my journeys in Mists of Pandaria, where I still have a couple more things I want to do in Cataclysm, so I'll be doing those next. But it was interesting to do a bit of a nostalgia trip through Mists of Pandaria, and some of it is new to me, which is fun. But a very interesting expansion, because I quit the game during this expansion, but it's kind of interesting to look back on it now that it's been so long. And it's an expansion that's cool in some parts, and then some parts I just don't like. But nevertheless, it was fun to play through some stuff. Where I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening, day, or whatever, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you all later. Have a good night.